With all the recent evidence, I'm so confident that Gen 2 is coming, but some of you still want to doubt it. So here's what I'm gonna do. If the new Pokemon referred to in the official Pokemon Twitter's tweet that are gonna be announced on December 12th, if that announcement doesn't include second generation, I'm gonna do whatever you guys want. Everyone who doubts me, leave a comment with whatever you want me to do. Some ridiculous challenge, a dare, I don't care. As long as it doesn't harm anyone else or put me in serious danger. Be reasonable, but make it interesting. Whatever the most liked comment is, the one with the most thumbs up, when that announcement happens, if it doesn't include Gen 2, I'm gonna do that challenge, I'll do that dare, I'll do whatever it is that you guys want me to do, because I'm that confident. With second generation quickly approaching, I want to start this episode off by answering some of the most common questions that I've been getting about Gen 2's imminent release. A lot of these questions are speculative, so this is going to be my personal opinion, my best guess at what's going to happen. Obviously, I don't work for Niantic, so I don't know what's going to happen for sure, but I'm just going to share my opinion with you guys since so many people have been asking. We'll start with one that's completely fact-based, one that I can actually answer for certain, and that's which Pokemon should I be saving candies for Gen 2. You'll need to save candies for Zubat. It gets a new evolution after Golbat. Crobat, I would save at least 100 candies for that. You'll need to save candies for Oddish. It gets a new split evolution, so Gloom is going to evolve into either Vileplume or Blossom. If they adjust the cost to account for the split evolution, it might cost 50 to evolve Gloom, but I would save at least 100, maybe more, considering it's sort of a random chance whether you're going to get Vileplume or Blossom at this point. The same goes for Poliwag. Poliwhirl is going to evolve into either Poliwrath or Politoed. Same deal as Oddish, I would save at least 100 candies for that. Slowpoke gets a new evolution in Slowking. Again, a split evolution. Save at least 50, maybe more, depending on how this random evolution works out. Eevee gets 2 new evolutions, Espeon and Umbreon. Save at least 50 candies for those. 25 each, assuming there is a way to influence that, like we had with the nickname trick for first gen. Otherwise, save even more candies, because if Eevee has 5 possible evolutions, it could take you a lot longer to get the ones you need. And then the last 4 are simple. Save 50 candies for Onix, who evolves into Steelix, 50 candies for Scyther, who evolves into Scizor, 50 for Porygon, who evolves into Porygon 2, and 50 for Chansey, who evolves into Blissey. One of the most common questions that I've been getting asked is, will we get to choose new starters for Gen 2? I think that it's possible that as an introduction to Gen 2, they might give you a choice of one of the 3 Johto starters, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Maybe Professor Willow will show up and tell you that 100 new species of Pokemon have been discovered, and give you like a little intro to Gen 2 and let you choose one of those new starters. As for new players, I think it'll remain first generation starters to sort of give you that intro to start you at the beginning. It's not going to change to Gen 2 starters, and then if there's no intro to Gen 2, they'll just be out in the wild like normal Pokemon. Will there be new region exclusives? I don't see why not, and there's been a lot of speculation online as to what they'll be. I think Girafarig for Africa is the most obvious one, that makes the most sense. There was an article that said Delibird's going to be the Antarctica region exclusive. I don't think that's very likely. I think it would be really cool, but very, very unlikely that Niantic is actually going to send people to Antarctica to complete their Pokédex. The article says that Heracross might become the South American region exclusive because of how many different types of bugs there are in the rainforest. I think that makes sense. Heracross is a very good Pokemon, so South America, you might get lucky there. And then for the regions that already have exclusives, Miltank might become the North American exclusive. It's a cow. It matches with Tauros. Quillfish might become the Asian exclusive because it represents Fugu, a Japanese delicacy. Pufferfish. Smeargle might be the European exclusive because it has a beret on its head, but Smeargle's very interesting because it can learn any move, it can copy the moves of any Pokemon, so I expect it might be sort of similar to Ditto, where it gets its own special release. And then I think the article listed Dunsparce as a possible exclusive for Australia. I'm not sure exactly why, but to be honest, I don't think that regions that already have exclusives will get new ones with Gen 2. I definitely think that there will be new region exclusives for Gen 2, and I really hope that Africa and South America each get their own. What they'll actually be, though, I can't say for sure. Those are just sort of the internet's best guess at this point. I definitely disagree with Delibird in Antarctica though. Here's another big question. Will Niantic increase Pokemon storage space when Gen 2 releases? Again, I can't say for sure, but I definitely think there's a good possibility of it. I think at least 100 new slots added to everyone's bag to account for 100 new Pokemon being added, because as it stands, the default bag size is 250, and including all of first and second generation, there are 251 Pokemon. So my best guess is at least 100 new slots will be added to everyone's Pokemon storage when second generation releases. And finally, here's one that I feel should be common sense, but actually does get asked a lot. So for those of you who are wondering, just to clear it up, Gen 1 will not disappear when second gen comes out. All the Pokemon from first gen will remain in the game. It just doesn't make any sense to take those out and replace them with second generation. Just feel like that had to be said. Those are my thoughts, those are my opinions, my predictions, my best answers to your questions for second generation. If there's anything I didn't answer that you still want to know about second generation, ask it in the comments and I'll try to get to it for Sunday's Q&A. Now, for the rest of this episode, enjoy a vlog. You see this? I even get a place setting. It's so good.
And your pancakes.
Unbelievable. Thank you.
Well done.
It's time to take all these pins to the post office.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
Before we leave, this post office is a Team Instinct gym. So let's just both drop something in here about Golem. Not a great defender, but it's not going to last anyway. Might as well grab my first catch of the day too. It's kind of a difficult one-hander. Got it. Is that my 7-day? I think it might be. Yep. Dang. I should have had a lucky egg on. I should have planned that better. Gotta keep track of that. 7-day streak. That's a lot of experience to be doubling. Did you put something in the gym?
No.
Are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay. And for my first Pokestop of the day, I figured I'd check out the hottest new Pokestop in town. Starbucks. Sponsored. 7-day streak. Am I gonna get the drink? No. Actually don't really drink a lot of coffee. I only got that one last time just to sort of prove that it was real, to try to add some evidence, some credibility to the leaks. Plus I'm not a huge fan of corporate sponsorship. Speaking of sponsorship, check it out. Another sponsored right there. Union Bank and Starbucks right next to each other. The future of Pokemon Go looks a lot like a cyberpunk dystopia. We're out here, downtown LA, excuse me, downtown, out near the Great Company. It's the 8th tonight, so we're going to the meeting, but we just met up with Dante and shot a quick video for his channel, Conversate. It's a series that we do on his channel that we haven't done in a while.
I know.
But we're trying to get back into it.
We've been all over the world, man. We've been all over the world.
For this episode, he talked to Cassie for 8 minutes. So if you want to check that out, if you want to see Dante and Cassie just hanging out talking, check it out right up there. Also, she designed his new merch, so check that out too. Okay, let's get it. Back at the Great Company now. I love it. So many Pokestops out here.
We on the 8th.
We own the 8. Meeting's about to start. Remember that short film that I was helping on a couple weeks ago?
Screening tonight.
It's screening tonight.
He's a sound man. We gotta check out his credit he gets.
Let's see how I did.
Let's see if they hear everything.
I hope so. That was my biggest fear. While we wait for people to show up, I'm just gonna drop some lures here. Only have 2 left, but I hardly ever use them. Let's see what shows up. He's in the film.
Yeah.
Tell me about your character and your role.
My role is like, so I'm the son, so when like they bring us in to the like bad guy place, I'm like crying, like scared because they're like bad and big, and then I keep on saying like
And how do you think you did?
Good.
I know how you did. I was there.
Good.
Have you seen it yet?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
I have.
I haven't seen it yet. Did it come out good?
Yeah.
Nice.
These are like easy to catch because they're like basic.
It's We on the 8th. It's December. It's the last meeting of the year. So excited to see everybody. Anyone's first time at We on the 8th? First time? What's up? Welcome, you guys. For people that it's their first time here, this place was started by myself, AJ Raphael, Bo Sia. We really focus on Asian Americans in media, mixed media, film, television, digital, traditional, visual, music. I mean, any form, right? Food. Nights like this where we actually get to screen some of the work of the members of the 8th, because it's all about kind of networking, getting to know people, but also inspiring, educating each other, and ultimately working with each other. So, without further ado, I'm gonna...
Wait, but you say that they're gonna kill you. Look. You know, Janine's pregnant. We're gonna have a boy. How would I know that? Why are you telling me this right now?
Whatever you do.
Just don't go inside.
Give it up one time to the director, Francis Del.
A lot of it too came out of me being inspired by coming here, listening to all y'all in the last, 3 years now, Dante?
as is tradition, after the 8th, we're in Little Tokyo for dinner. The film is not available anywhere online. I know some of you were asking where you could watch it. It's not available online. Francis, the director, is submitting it to some festivals and trying to drum up some interest to produce the full length, the feature film version of it. So maybe when that happens, you guys can watch it. I never realized this, but if you went out, like, thank you. If you went out and stood on the corner, you could get 4 boars.
Oh yeah. How did I never notice that?
Oh, you know why? This one's new. So there were never 4 there before.
There's a Starbucks.
What should I get?
I'm thinking if they have that ricey